Well, I be damned. All right, y'all, something big just went down with Kroger, and if you ain't been paying attention, you need to. The store's been closing, delivery hubs shutting down, and thousands of workers waking up with emails saying their job gone. As a matter of fact, it was a robocall from AI. See, companies love to use petty words like restructuring and business model changes, but on the ground, that means families about to be struggling. Rent due, kids still need to eat, and whole communities are losing a place they depend on. So before we all roll the footage, let me break this down what's really happening behind the scenes with these Kroger closures, because the headlines ain't telling the whole story. You're about to see the raw reactions, folks talking about 10,000 jobs gone, while Kroger facilities shutting down overnight. People walking in and finding out their badge don't even work no more. These headlines sound crazy on their own, but seeing how people react, that's a whole different story.
Well, if you use Kroger Delivery in the state of Florida or Oklahoma, we are officially going to lose the distribution centers as of January 31st. I just got the email and I'm sad. I've been using Kroger Delivery since my oldest was born. And we love Kroger. It was so good. Like, we don't have an actual store here in Florida, but we're just losing everything over here. They had really good prices, really good produce. The delivery was amazing. You'd literally get it most of the time next day, unless it was like a really busy time. I really loved it. It was like 10 out of 10 for me. It was worth every penny. It was only $69 for the year to get unlimited deliveries, $35 or more, which is super easy to do. So yeah, Florida and Oklahoma, as of January 31st, we will have no more Kroger delivery. Anyway, just thought I would give you guys a PSA.
So I just got this email that Kroger's no longer going to deliver to my area. I feel like I just got broken up with. I feel like I got broken up with over text. I don't know what to do. Where am I going to grocery shop?
Kroger is shutting down its Florida Delivery Hub, and that means Kroger's own delivery service is shutting down in Florida in early 2026. The model they used here in Florida was built on the Ocado robot network. That's a giant automated warehouse where hundreds of robots move around on a grid system, grabbing groceries, packing orders, and send them out to local trucks. It was designed to make online grocery delivery fast and efficient, but the network is expensive to set up and to run, and it didn't perform how Kroger expected. Because of that, Kroger is downsizing the entire system and shifting to a new strategy. And here's the part that hits Florida the hardest. Florida doesn't have Kroger brick and mortar stores. The only way we got Kroger orders was through the Groveland Delivery Hub and the spokes attached to it. Florida isn't included in Kroger's future delivery plans, at least not right now. They're moving to a model that relies heavily on their physical stores plus third-party shoppers and apps. And without actual Kroger stores here in Florida, we're essentially off the map going forward. This whole change is affecting about 1,400 jobs in the state of Florida. So it's a big deal for the workers and anyone who relied on Kroger delivery service. And if you use Kroger delivery service as regularly as we did, about twice a month, you'd know how solid it was. Orders were very accurate, they followed instructions, and you didn't have to deal with the tipping pressure. It was just more reliable in a way that most third-party delivery apps and people are not. You might still see some Kroger items popping up through DoorDash, Instacart, and the other apps in the short term, depending on stock and partnerships, but that's not guaranteed, and it won't be the same experience. And availability can drop off fast once the hub is gone. As of now, Kroger is not planning any replacements for Florida. If you rely on grocery delivery, get ready now. Check your Kroger emails for refunds and updates. Try to start testing DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats with small orders just to test them out if you haven't haven't already, just so you have an option in mind when Kroger delivery services end. And if you want consistency, start looking at curbside options, because that's usually cheaper and more accurate than third-party options. This is a real shift for Florida. No more Kroger delivery, and for now, no future Kroger service on the horizon. If you used it like I did, tell me where your city is and what you're switching to below. I'll keep watching for any updates or changes. Still in our area, we can get Walmart delivery, Amazon delivery with Whole Foods, and we also can get Instacart, all that other stuff. We're gonna miss you, Kroger Delivery. Thank you for all you did and all our great delivery drivers who showed up exactly when we asked and did exactly what we asked with our order.
Hey, so Kroger is totally shaking things up, and it means a lot of people are losing their job. It's actually a two-part thing. Because first off, back in August, they cut nearly 1,000 corporate office jobs nationwide. They basically said we need to simplify things and save some money. And they plan to use that savings to run their actual stores better and maybe even drop prices a little bit. So then they just recently in November, they hit the e-commerce side hard. They're shutting down several of those big automated delivery warehouses in places like Florida, Wisconsin, and Maryland because those spots just weren't making enough cash. This means over 1,400 delivery drivers are getting laid off.
That Kroger video really shook me, and I know there are tons of people out there right now who are suddenly feeling unprepared. To anyone from Kroger who is scrolling right now trying to figure out what your next steps are, I want you to know that we see you and you deserved better. And I'm not here to pitch you at all, but if you're looking for something to add a little security while you figure out what your next steps are, mystery shopping might be able to do that for you. 5 years ago, at the beginning of the pandemic, I thought I was going to lose my job. And with overwhelming student loan debt, I needed something that gave me some type of income coming in, some type of security blanket. So if you need something to get you through the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, whatever it is, then let me know. I'm not trying to be salesy. I just know there are people out there right now who need options.
Kroger is closing 60 stores and laying off up to 10,000 American workers. So much for serving their communities. Now, they will tell you that this is all part of the big failure of the merger that they had in like an antitrust thing with Albertsons, where they tried to merge these two huge chains and they said no. And what it really comes down to, if we're going to be honest, I'll read the details of the story too, but it's really honest, is that I, like many other Americans, have gotten to the point where I'm very careful with my grocery shopping. I do the majority of my grocery shopping at Aldi because it's the cheapest brand in America. What I can't get at Aldi, I'll grab at Walmart. And then if I just want some really good meat or something, I'll hit like a Stater Brothers. It's going to be about double the price. But Kroger, Ralph's, Albertsons, like all these big chains are double the price of an Aldi or Walmart base brand. And if you don't think they are, I know they are because I did this like 2 years ago when grocery prices got.
Kroger is laying off up to 10,000 people as it closes 60 stores over the course of the next 18 months. This is after their multi-billion-dollar deal with Albertsons fell through as monopoly laws prevented this merger from happening. So Kroger, which also has brands like Ralph's and everything tied to it, going to be closing 60 stores. And this is a lot of people's jobs, guys. 10,000 jobs is not what America needs right now. We've had over 1 million layoffs already in the year of 2025, and we're not even done with October yet. So here's really hoping that this economy does something to turn around, because due to the terrible job market and due to all the layoffs, as well as the ridiculous inflation, it's really hard on people out there right now. And I try not to make too many of these negative videos anymore, simply because I want to do things to help people and be uplifting, but some of this stuff has to be addressed. And where this stuff has to be addressed is like, the real truth is that Kroger groceries are about twice the price of Aldi and Walmart, especially for the non-store brands. So you could argue that, but I know from shopping at Ralph's and when I go shop at Aldi that the price is less than half for me to do all of my brand shopping at Aldi than it is to go to a Kroger or a Ralph's. So, yeah, you can buy the store brand and be careful and get it closer, but really it's just more expensive overall. And when you have these brands that are charging double for groceries, like Albertsons, like Kroger, like Ralph's, like Stater Brothers, and you have brands like Aldi and Walmart, when you buy the store brands that are half the price, you can't help but understand why normal people that are struggling, especially people that can't get the kind of jobs that they're looking for right now, are going to go and grab what they can. And so I don't feel bad for them. This is why Aldi is expanding aggressively everywhere across the United States right now. It's the fastest growing grocery store chain. It's also rated the lowest prices. I understand Aldi isn't everywhere, but it will be soon. And they have a lot of practices that save them money. So let me know, is a Kroger the place that you go? Is this going to affect you? And how do you feel about all the layoffs in 2025? Because I'm concerned about it. I really want people to be able to have good jobs, be able to, work and take care of their families. And I don't like seeing this trend, and I hope it turns around soon.
Now, let me talk directly to the folks who just lost their job behind all this. Now, I know it feel like all of a sudden, I know it feel like it's unfair. And I know some of y'all done gave up years to this company, think you had some stability because everything was going good. But now everything is going bad. But I need you to hear me out. This is not the end of your story. This is some corporate chess you got to learn to play. Not a reflection of your worth, not your work ethic or your future. You got to learn how to navigate through these times. Here's what you need to do right now. 1, you need to file for unemployment today, not tomorrow. Soon as they open, be your ass down there. Apply to the nearby grocery chains, warehouse fulfillment centers. A lot of these places are hiring heavily because we're going into the holiday season. It don't even matter if it's temporary, a check versus no check. You know what I'm saying? And since Kroger wants to lean on delivery apps, hell, start working at Instacart. Get on DoorDash, Uber Eats. It ain't forever, but it can keep some kind of money running through there while you line up something that is stable. And if anything about your layoff feel wrong, missing paperwork, no notice, no explanation, you can go down there to the labor office and look up your WARN rights. Don't be scared to advocate for yourself. Now lean on your people. Don't isolate. Call your pastor, your friends, whoever. Reach out to your community because they might know somebody that's hiring. I mean, you deserve support while you get back on your feet. Don't just fold. You're not invisible, you're not disposable, and you're not done. So you need to stay ready, stay focused, and keep your eyes open. And hopefully you can come out through this.
So Kroger just fired all their delivery people. You know how if you get on the Kroger app, it'll say there's a special deal for pickup and delivery? Well, Kroger just fired with an AI phone call to all their delivery drivers. Hey, we're no longer going to need your services. We're moving to a more AI electronic delivery system, which is kind of like what Walmart, the drones. You know what? I hate Kroger. And I'm going to tell you, Kroger is a horrible fucking company. And Kroger gets after TikTok. I've lost 3 of my videos about the horrible piece of shit that is Kroger Superstores. Whenever you get ready to retire from Kroger, the management team is down your neck the last year of your existence. Because they don't want to have to pay you a pension retirement. Because they've been trying to get away from the UFCW union for a long, long time, Kroger has. Because Kroger is an immoral company. And I know because I worked for them.
The Kroger fulfillment facility here in Central Florida, more specifically in Groveland, Florida, right behind me, will be closing its doors in January, which means that not only employees that are here are going to be laid off, but also it's going to disrupt service for people who depend on this delivery service. And Kroger, the company, did issue a statement saying that the reason why they are closing not only this location, but a couple of others, including Wisconsin and in Tennessee, because they are shifting a focus now to e-commerce.
Ooh, I have K. Roger mad at me, one of the largest grocery retail chains in the United States. I walk in today to the store that I usually frequent, and the meat shop guy that I normally talk to, he says, "Chris, I can't talk to you no more, dude." Plain and simple, this came all the way up from way, way up and above. I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "Man, you know, I guess you're making videos. Thank you, folks. Kroger has now heard all the bullshit that we're on to them for. Okay, Roger, you're a garbage company. You got caught doing garbage things. You mistreat your employees. You got rid of all of the high-paid service positions. Meat cutter, they got rid of all of that. They don't cut their own meat anymore. There's maybe a handful of stores in every state that gets subprimals in and does some cutting. It's nothing like it used to be. It used to be a good trade. Kroger has traded their soul for money.
Kroger is closing 60 stores and laying off up to 10,000 American workers. So much for serving their communities. Now, they will tell you that this is all part of the big failure of the merger that they had in like an antitrust thing with Albertsons, where they tried to merge these two huge chains and they said no. And what it really comes down to, if we're going to be honest, I'll read the details of the story too, but it's really honest, is that I, like many other Americans, have gotten to the point where I'm very careful with my grocery shopping. I do the majority of my grocery shopping at Aldi because it's the cheapest brand in America. What I can't get at Aldi, I'll grab at Walmart. And then if I just want some really good meat or something, I'll hit like a Stater Brothers. It's going to be about double the price. But Kroger, Ralph's, Albertsons, like all these big chains are double the price of an Aldi or Walmart base brand. And if you don't think they are, I know they are because I did this like 2 years ago when grocery prices got really scary.
Grocery giant Kroger announced today it's going to close its automated facility in Groveland.
More than 1,000 people are employed there, and the impact is already being felt. West News' David Jones live outside the Kroger facility. And David, the company opened this just a few years ago.
They did. One county commissioner says in many ways today's news feels like a profit-driven betrayal, especially after Kroger opened this facility here just a few years ago, promising a large-scale investment and hiring in 2021. Now they're pulling out of Lake County, closing this distribution center along with two others in other parts of the country. Wesh 2 took a tour of the facility back when it opened. It's become the county's 7th largest employer since opening. The Ocado company, which operates the robots inside the facility, was the 9th largest taxpayer in the county last year. County staff say Kroger's initial investment was $131 million. Ocado's was $150 million, and even that they had been told of upgrades being made here at this facility. So this news blindsided them. Lake County staff stressed the county is still open for business. They still are looking to attract large employers, and they're going to do what they can to connect impacted people with work. But Commissioner Sean Parks tells me this news has been devastating for Lake County.
There are decisions that are, strictly business and financial made, at headquarters in a different state, far away from here. But it's the personal, ramifications to the personal effects, if you will, that in my heart, I feel betrayed.
He says his feelings of betrayal are shared by people he knows who work at Kroger. Parks says there were incentives made to attract Kroger here, long-term investment incentives that were meant to be spread out over a decade, but now will be cut short. So far, the county has given grants totaling $460,000 to Kroger and $871,000 to Ocado. Now those are performative-based tax incentives paid out to the companies after they each pay their full property tax bill. The city of Groveland says 1,400 employees are being impacted. They say, we understand Kroger announced this morning it would close 3 automated facilities, including Groveland, as part of an effort to improve its e-commerce profitability. We don't yet have a specific date, but the closure is expected sometime in January 2026. Meanwhile, Parks says the county's economic development team is working to connect some of these impacted workers with potential jobs. He says that it's his hope that Kroger may make some brick and mortar investments to try and cushion the blow from today's news, but that still, all of this news definitely stings for them.
Definitely devastating to a lot of families. And check this out, y'all. They actually call employees with an AI robot. Do you hear me? An automatic call robot, one click of a button. Called all 1,000-something employees and said, hey, I would like to tell you, you are fired. The decency, people were so upset. Like, this is so disrespectful. That this is how I'm being let go. I've been here for years and I get an AI call. but that AI taking over. Y'all keep y'all eyes open on that one.
We encourage you to look for opportunities during the next 60 days and be sure to work with your local HR team to help. I truly appreciate all you have done for this site, for your communities, and for our customers. In recognition that this is difficult news, we decided to pause deliveries for the rest of the day and will pay you for your full shift. Operations will resume starting third shift today, November 18th. You will receive a UKG message with your shift start. Again, we want to express our deepest gratitude and express our heartfelt thanks for your dedication and hard work. We are committed to working together and will be here to provide support and resources during this transition. I know you likely have many questions. Your sites will host huddles throughout the next few days with more information. If your leaders cannot answer your question, we are committed to finding the answer for you. Before I close the call, I want to personally thank you for everything that you have done. From every delivery, to every bag, to every customer you greeted, to every hour that you actually spent with us. It has been a testament of the people that we have in these sites. Thank you for joining the call today. I know that this is difficult news to hear, but no, we're available to support you throughout this process. Thank you.
You're fucking with me. Oh my God. Four years, gone.
So Kroger just fired all their delivery people. You know how if you get on the Kroger app, it'll say there's a special deal for pickup and delivery? Well, Kroger just fired with an AI phone call to all their delivery drivers. Hey, we're no longer going to need your services. We're moving to a more AI electronic delivery system, which is kind of like what Walmart, the drones. You know what? I hate Kroger. And I'm going to tell you, Kroger is a horrible fucking company. And Kroger gets after TikTok. I've lost 3 of my videos about the horrible piece of shit that is Kroger Superstores. Whenever you get ready to retire from Kroger, the management team is down your neck the last year of your existence. Because they don't want to have to pay you a pension retirement. Because they've been trying to get away from the UFCW union for a long, long time, Kroger has. Because Kroger is an immoral company. And I know because I worked for them.
Hey, let me know what you think down in the comments below, man. How things are going right now with Kroger. Have you been affected by the layoffs by Kroger? You heard that lady, 4 years lost. That's crazy. And I know y'all wondering where I've been. I am not far away. I have been busy running another YouTube channel, and it's doing pretty well. It's going successful over there. So I did not abandon you guys, but you can expect a video once a week. Every Monday I'll drop a video because I'm kind of boggled up on getting things started over there and things going successful over there. And I ain't forget about my babies. But till next time, let me know what you think. I'm Southern Economist. Thank you for watching. I'm out.
So we are out back waiting for our zip line delivery. We ordered some groceries to be delivered by a drone that's gonna fly through the sky.
What are the groceries at? Wow. You got it?
Uh-huh. This is crazy. We're in our backyard.
It's a good size. It's a good size too.
And here come our groceries.
Oh, it's lowering it down.
Yeah.
Why did it land on concrete?
Seriously? So what do you think?
That's cool.
We've never door dashed, but we zip line.
You definitely. Take care. Thank you. No tip.
Let's go turn around and go back to Walmart.
Just head it out.
Bye, Mr. Zipline. Thank you.
What's the further did it go?
I don't know.
I told you I heard it. See, I